Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's the final days of our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back in hour number 2. OTB. Here live from the Raising Cane studio. Dr. Stephen Etheredge here with us as he is every single Wednesday. Doc, how we doing this week?
Doing really well.
Are we prepared for Thanksgiving tomorrow? Are we ready to go?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've got a solo Thanksgiving I'm actually excited about, though.
Really? What, solo?
Yeah, the family's on their way to Texas right now. Hopefully they're driving safe.
Okay.
Very good.
I'll eat with the neighbors, but I'm kind of excited to watch football.
And just watch a little bit by yourself?
Sit there, watch a little ball.
Yeah, it's been a few months since I've had a day off. So.
Oh, nice. Well, so what part of Texas they headed to?
They're just going to Waco. So she grew up outside of Waco in Clifton.
Good.
So they're on the road, maybe even listening. So shout out.
The center of Texas.
I was like,
I mean, that's kind of what it's like the biggest city.
the center of
Yeah,
Texas?
pretty much. Like
Austin's.
Austin's kind of the center, right?
center.
I don't know, pull it up.
All right, Taylor, pull up a map of Texas for us,
I just
please.
remember we were studying. They're like, yeah, well, Waco's the closest bigger city to the middle of Texas. I don't know. I didn't say it. My teacher did.
I mean,
What?
you're supposed to be a
What's public
proud
education?
Texan. This feels kind of weird
Anywho,
because
it's
Waco
not what
doesn't
this
feel
segment's
like-
about, guys.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but now it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is. What do you do for brain injuries, Doc? Oh, Lordy.
Well, who's he asking for?
So you're eating kind of by yourself, so you get to watch a lot of football. So are you going to do it like any of the traditional stuff? Or are you going to
Well, we have some neighbors that I'll probably go grab some stuff with.
get
I'll
a little to-go plate?
hang some lights, do some
All
good
right,
stuff.
let's see
Oh,
here.
perfect. Nailed it. Told y'all.
So definitely Austin's west of Waco. Abilene's kind of more than any other place.
All right,
on
maybe
that
they
map,
meant
and
from
they're kinda in the
north-south,
middle.
maybe?
Yeah.
North-south-ish?
Or just like in the middle, like not east-west situation.
Yeah, maybe the middle of where people are.
Yeah, there's no people from Waco to Lubbock, you're saying?
I mean, Waco to El Paso, it's tricky.
What? I didn't realize Lubbock was that north.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Panhandle.
I didn't
I
either.
knew
I
it
was
was
thinking
west,
Lubbock
but-
was like down in this area.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought it
no,
was
no.
just like straight where El Paso is, where it's at, but just straight down and even with El
Yeah,
Paso.
like where this T is on the map.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Panhandle, guys.
Number damn.
There we go.
There you go, Waco.
Yeah, definitely not the center.
Absolute dead center.
Nope.
No.
It's not.
Not at all.
Told y'all.
Told y'all.
I think it meant that maybe they meant the middle from top to bottom. 'Cause
Maybe.
nobody really
It
looks
is
left.
closer.
So, yep, nailed it. Oh, I like how the Alamo's just on there too, for whatever reason.
Well, it's got all the major cities.
Well, you got to
Never
remember
forget.
it, you know?
I don't know.
Never forget it.
You can't forget it.
You can't.
Do they still have the Alamo Bowl?
Yeah.
Can we
sure.
go to that and do the show from the Alamo?
BYU
Yeah.
Colorado last year in the Alamo Bowl.
Is
Is
there
it
a
the
chance we can go?
Valero? The Valero?
Yes.
That's what. Yeah.
Valero Alamo Bowl. We know bowl.
Yeah.
We know bowl. Can we do a show from
you
the
don't get
Alamo?
to say that because
Let's
you
do
asked if
it.
it was still
That'd
a
be sweet.
bowl game. I don't think they have an SEC tie. I think it's a Big 12 situation.
I think it's used Big 12, Pac-12, but now
Yeah.
I don't know what that even means.
We can get that large.
Buddy, we're going to the Texas Bowl.
We go to
Maybe.
the Texas
Like,
Bowl every year. It seems like.
You can go ahead and book your travel. It's going to be the Texas Bowl. If LSU's got a record like we do, you're going to the Texas Bowl.
We at least go to like the Music City, like something
Guys,
That's kind of my vote.
Going
so
to the
over
Texas Bowl.
Nashville.
Because
At least for the team,
of LSU's
though.
tie to Houston, you know you're going to get more
I know.
fans if you go to the
I
Houston
know.
Bowl. It's actually smart.
How come I
Now-
went to Texas Bowl last year?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because grandfather played for Baylor, dad played for LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huck, you're going for LSU or Baylor?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I got to get the breakdown.
LSU, definitely.
You're going for LSU?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
What
go.
did your grandfather, Mr. Alvin, think about that?
A-bomb.
Avon, he definitely went for Baylor.
Yeah, they were talking a lot of trash.
Well,
in
he
the
should. He
stands.
played quarterback there.
Yeah, he should go for
Okay.
him. That's
All right. But you were going for LSU?
I was definitely going
All right,
for
well
LSU.
done.
Yeah, of
Nice
course.
job.
There we go.
Nice job. Anything different this week? Being a kind of a, it's not a short week, but it's a different week, kind of a weird week. Practice may be scheduled a little bit different. Like, do you worry about anything like getting out of your norm?
Yeah, different week. You know, I think y'all referenced it earlier. They're going to practice early tomorrow. They're going to let the guys have that, do something for Thanksgiving. But I think from a standpoint of what we do on the medical side, it's basically the same. You know, it's by the time you get to Thursday, it's getting to be easier practices anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. So we heard. I know we don't need to get into any specifics, but like there's a laundry list of injury lists at this point of the year. But just like it's that
Doc
time
was
of the
getting
year.
his workout.
Definitely get your workout,
On the
breaking a
field,
sweat.
jogging out there last week.
Saturday was rough.
But it's kind of it's one of those things. It's the kind of the year. I mean, there's always this time of the year. It's the end of the season or the regular season. That list is always going to be pretty long. Is that pretty normal for it to be a decent amount, or is this a little bit of abnormal situation?
This time of year it is normal. You're trying to use as much duct tape and everything else we can to hold the guys together. Saturday was a little more than we like to see. We were out there quite a bit. Fortunately, nothing too crazy, but it was definitely a busy night.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah, man, it is one of those nails on the broadcast. We were like, okay, going back to the old injury tent, going back to the injury tent. And look, if you can't say anything on this, like obviously, but when you decide to go into the injury tent, like I guess what's the protocol? Like, is it depending on what the body part is? Is it depending on what's going on? Kind of because it's not a big space, but you got to be in there. You got to do your examination.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of all the above. So what's the injury? We have guys down there that are a little bit more specialized within a shoulder versus a knee versus other things.
Okay.
So then also what's the position? Are they offense, defense? So which trainer is going to go in at least? Usually they kind of break it up.
Yeah.
So there's some different ways we kind of break that down, and then you just kind of figure out what you need, whatever we can do in there. Unlike I know we had talked about earlier in the year, the NFL has pretty strict rules of who can't go.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah, there's none of that.
Who can go in? Who can go out?
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, I don't ever remember a time that we've had anybody come and from a coaching side and give us any
No,
grief.
you never got dayballed?
We never did thus far.
I know we're trying to go down to Gordy and hey Gordy, get up in that tent, trying to find out what's going on in there. Okay, so you're gonna miss a big playoff game. U-High Madison Prep.
Yeah, big game. Go
I'm
Cubs.
gonna stay back for us. I'm gonna stay back.
Somebody needs to. I can't imagine why, but
Doc, I heard somebody talking about this the other day. Not necessarily from a sports injury. I was just curious because I've had some some shoulder issues recently. Not Christmas tree related either, like my back. This is just life related, doing too many push-ups, I guess. What is it? Listen, too much weight. What's a frozen shoulder?
That is a great question.
Thank you.
that is
my mother-in-law has had a frozen shoulder for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, so the fancy name for frozen shoulder is adhesive capsulitis. So that's
I like frozen better.
Frozen shoulder is a lot easier to remember. Adhesive capsulitis.
Okay.
So the shoulder, like any joint, has a capsule that's wrapped around it.
Yep.
So what happens for whatever reason, sometimes it's after an injury, sometimes we just see this one of those kind of just because things though, but you'll develop almost some scarring on that capsule, and it will literally lock the capsule down. And so what you'll see is these people come in with a shoulder that literally can't move.
Oh wow.
Limited. And even I'll grab your shoulder, and that's when I'm talking about doing my exam, the first question is, can you move the shoulder? So can you raise it up? Can you go through a normal range of motion? And then if you can't, can I?
Right.
'Cause sometimes you get stuck here and then I lift it and it comes right up. Other times I'm moving, and that's usually when you have a frozen shoulder.
Yeah.
When you say capsule, you talking about like the socket that the arm bone is in? Like what?
Basically,
what do you mean by
so the capsule is almost like a water balloon that wraps around a joint, and it kind of everything that's inside the joint. So you talk about like when you have a swollen knee, Well, where is that swelling? It's inside that capsule. So that's why
Yeah.
it kind of looks and feels like a water balloon. And that's kind of the way I describe it a lot of times is you think about a water balloon wrapped around. And all the joints have it, even your fingers, everything.
Huh.
And so in the shoulder, for whatever reason, it's one that's very prone to getting locked up.
And now, is that water balloon something that can, like, I don't know, be a burst or like be
You
I don't
can
know.
you can damage
Injury,
it. So for example, if you had a ACL injury in a knee, the ones that sometimes have more stability problems are if they have other injuries like ligaments, but also the capsule, because the capsule does add some stability. So you can tear the capsule. It doesn't really pop per se. And yet there are some circumstances, but typically, it can be torn. You can't injure the capsule.
Now I heard this. They told me about like the treatment for it. Like there's not a lot of treatment for it. Now I didn't believe this part of it, but somebody said that sometimes they'll even put somebody under anesthesia and just like yank the hell out of their shoulder.
That is definitely true. So with the frozen shoulder, yeah.
What? You got to go to
is-
school for learning that?
You literally will take them into the OR, you put them to sleep, and you just grab the shoulder, and you'll hear those adhesions popping. So you'll just force that shoulder, and it's a pop, 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 and it's one of the more kind of gruesome things we will sometimes do.
That I didn't like any of that.
I could do that. Call me in next time.
Yeah, okay. All right, so
Fun.
we got to talk about our guy, Sir Joseph Burrow. After a turf toe injury has sidelined him, I believe, for the last 9 games. And we talked about it when it happened. Not all turf toe is created the same. This one required surgery, which obviously is going to be different than, if you just have a mild case of it. Any cause for concern? Because there's a lot of people saying, like, why would Joe Burrow come back? They've won 3 games. Well, you've never talked to Joe if you ask that question.
Right.
But, like, if you're healthy, and this is an injury that had surgery on it, you would feel like he would be pretty safe to come back, right?
Yeah. It's there's always a little risk. I mean, let's just be honest. The first time you step on the field after an injury, you tore a ligament, you had whatever. We're always a little bit worried, especially if it's in the same season.
Mm-hmm.
So when is the right time? And you're going to do as much as you can to protect that. They're going to put some extra plating in the shoe that's going to help prevent motion of the toe. They're going to do a lot of splinting, taping.
Hated that steel plate.
Oh, they're not fun, but they work. And
Yeah, they do.
and that's because what we're talking about is you put a little composite steel plate down the bottom of the shoe, and that makes the shoe bend less. And so if the shoe's bending less, the toe is bending less. It's less stress on that joint. So they're going to do all that. The risk is going to be pretty small. It's probably a little bit less than what it would be had he not just had it repaired. But I think they're going to look at it. And to your point, with Joe, yeah, he's going to be out there. I remember in the national championship game, the last touchdown of the first half, I remember he got hit really hard on the side. The Clemson dude hit him. And we were afraid he might have broke a rib. We couldn't find him because we're like, we just got to check him out. And the trainers got to check him out. He had snuck out the field because I think he was afraid that we might pull him, which we're not going to do that there. But, but I think literally we couldn't find him. We go out there and he's throwing balls in the field by himself because he snuck away because he didn't want us to take a look at him.
Ducking the docks. I like it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are just built different, right? And some people just, and that kind of like bridges me to my next question for you. It's like this day and age in college football where there's payment, people are making money, people are thinking like really big picture. People with a lot to lose will sit out bowl games and different things. Like in a season where things aren't going the exact way you want, and players are dealing with injuries, whether they're big injuries, small injuries, whatever it is. How much of the decision to play or not to play because of injury at a time like this is individually based and based on the person? Is it the coach that makes the final decision, or is it the player that is able to make that decision?
Well, it has changed for sure, because there's so many more variables than there were even a few years ago. But at the end of the day, I think the way we approach the process really hasn't changed that much. So it starts with the player. I mean, that's where it all starts.
Yeah.
We talk to the player. Because if you tell me you don't think you can go, you're putting yourself and everybody else at risk going out there. So even if it's something where maybe medically we're thinking, hey, this guy looks pretty good, his knee's looking better, his whatever is looking better. So it starts with discussion with the player, and then yes, medically, obviously, we're brought into the discussion. Like, this is what the injury is. Can you play with this? Is it safe to play with this? What would be the worst case scenario? And it does sometimes change based on the year. If somebody has a shoulder that's a little bit unstable, sometimes they'll play the rest of the year and fix it at the end of the year. And if it's a year when we're looking like we're going to make a playoff run or all that, is there any risk to doing that? Of course, just like talking about with Joe, there's always a little risk. But that's weighted differently in a year where, yeah, maybe we're out of the playoffs and you're saying, well, gosh, the best thing medically might be to just fix this shoulder now or at the very least rest you. So it's a lot of those discussions, and we involve the players. Now it involves the agents. Historically it would be the player, the parent. We would say, hey, look, do you want to get your mom or dad on the phone or have them come in along with the trainers? And a lot of times the coaches are involved, but probably they're the last piece in that equation most of the times. We try to make all the medical decisions independent, but obviously their input, this is what we want you to do the rest of the year, is going to be important.
Mm-hmm. Has there ever been like a situation where you're like, man, I just don't think you should go, and the player's like, no, I'm going, doc, and it's like from Happy Gilmore saying, you're like, what do I know? I'm just a doctor.
100%. Probably every year we have some of those, and then there's different lines. If somebody has a concussion, a head injury, they are out. We are not putting them back in, even if you say that. But there are other ones where I'm like, well, look, there are risks. Yeah. If that's the way you approach it.
Like maybe a small tear in your labrum or something, meniscus maybe or something.
Yeah, and it's you got to decide. And even with some of our players that are not, collegiate athletes, if it's a high school player, it's different if you're a sophomore versus a senior. If I'm a senior and I'm not going to college, I've got this. If I'm playing tomorrow night with UHI, I get a chance to play in the playoffs, and this is my last go. Yeah, that's a lot different than a guy who's D1 blue chip prospect who, if you go out there and mess up your injury, your career might be ended. So even at the lower levels, it's always discussion, and there's different levels of injuries that we have to talk about.
All right, last one before we let you go. If you don't know, Doc loves LSU through and through, but he also loves Florida State, FSU. That's where he played.
Hey, go Noles.
Go Noles with Mike Norvell coming back next year.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Good job. Mike Norvell coming back.
Yeah, that's been I have some group texts that have been on fire. Not always a good fire, but yeah, it's been an interesting talking point there.
Okay.
But
look, they built a new football facility, updated the stadium, so that buyout money, I think, got put back into the program.
It's a big money. It's a big number, and they just extended them, and a lot of things. It may not be the decision people like, but it was a business decision, I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
It was a decision. It was a choice.
Who knows? Maybe they can get out of the buyout.
Hey,
people are trying it.
You hear things.
All right, Doc. We appreciate it. Enjoy a low-key Thanksgiving. Watching football.
All right, happy Thanksgiving.
All right, we will take a break. We've got Kim Mulkey joining us in about 15 minutes from now. We've got Connor O'Gara joining us in hour 3. We're going to do Munchies today since we won't be here tomorrow, so a lot still coming your way. Stay locked in here with us on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Remember, not only in Central and the entire greater Baton Rouge area, they can help you out 24/7, 365 weekend, game day, holiday, emergency service at 225-925-8552. Now, it doesn't have to be an emergency. If you're looking to upgrade at your home, at your business, they can come in and they can do that as well with a remodel. It can be just a new vanity. It can be a completely new space, new shower, new tub, new tile, new everything. They can get it all done. They can go tankless today as well with a tankless water heater. Never run out of hot water again. Centralplumbing.org.
I want you to close your eyes for a minute and just picture this. It's Thanksgiving afternoon or maybe Thanksgiving evening. You got a whole family over. You're hosting. Everyone's having a great time. Clank, clank. The toilet doesn't work. Oh, my God. What are you going to do? Well, guess what? 24/7, 365 emergency service, even on Thanksgiving. Call 225-925-8552. Go check them out. The experts. Centralplumbing.org.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB. When your project demands precision, experience in a team that gets the job done the right way the first time, you call Pala. For more than 50 years, Pala has been a trusted leader across the Gulf South in industrial construction, maintenance, fabrication, and specialty services. No matter the size or scope of your project, you deserve a partner with proven results and a commitment to excellence. And, well, of course, that's Pala. Learn more at palagroup.com and see why the industry leaders rely on Pala to keep their operations moving. Pala, built on safety, backed by experience, driven by results. All right, welcome back in. OTB, here live from the Raising Cane studio. Huck said, you know what, Dad? That seat over there ain't about that life. I'm a guy that needs to be on this side of the camera.
Got to give the people what they want.
Yeah.
So we're on this side of the camera. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to hear from the younger generation of Tiger fans, football fans. I got Huck is all over the NFL, all over college football. So I want to get some predictions from you.
Yep.
We're going to call them not hot takes. We're going to call them Huck takes. All right. Ready?
That was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
I'm
you.
ready.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
Who is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Super Bowl, the Colts.
The
Oh,
Colts.
okay.
Ooh, all right.
Danny Dimes.
All right. Out of the AFC, well, who are they going to play out of the NFC?
Don't say the Packers. Don't say the Packers.
Say whoever you want.
I think the Rams.
The Rams.
That's a good pick.
It's a good matchup.
That's a good
It's a good
pick.
matchup. That's a very likely to happen, actually, as the Rams, of course, playing incredibly. By far, I think. No, maybe not by far, but probably number one on the power rankings list.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Okay. Who is Huck Flynn's favorite NFL football player?
That's hard.
All right, give me your top two. Top two.
Well, I mean, we know number one. It's Derek Stingley
Derek
Jr.
Stingley,
Derek
yeah.
Stingley. Yeah, went to the same school as you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
Mason Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah. There we
All
go.
right.
Yep. Big Saquon guy as well.
Yeah.
Big Saquon Barkley guy.
He's not giving me enough points on my fantasy team, though.
Saquon's not?
No.
Well.
Well, I also like Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, there you go.
Stud.
That should be the
Stud.
MVP.
Yeah,
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, national championship in college football.
You see how he started saying running backs, and Matt's like, abort, get out of
Well,
here.
yeah, we can't do this. Mr. Jake did give you a card of Mike Allstott,
Hey.
which you got to learn about Mike Allstott. Plays fullback.
Hey, so do you
is
like
a-
to like YouTube highlights? Do you ever do that, like of players like Derek Stingley highlights? You
I
ever do
kind of
that?
watch a YouTuber where like
Mm.
the craziest NFL players.
Okay, well, just
Yep.
when you get home today, you get back to your tablet, just Google Mike Allstott highlights,
Mhm.
and I promise you'll enjoy it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'll be in the car for 5 hours. On
So you'll have plenty of time.
yeah.
I mean, we'll be in the car for 5 hours. So
Yeah.
I guess by the 5th hour, maybe I'm running out of things to watch. I'll watch some fullback highlights.
You can watch
let me tell you
every Mike
something.
Allstott carry.
Mike Allstott's
Probably.
highlights on YouTube. It's like when remember when we used to talk about Sean Jordan's
Oh, yeah.
highlight tape. It's
just
like that.
in the NFL.
In the NFL.
And then not in El Paso high school football.
Exactly.
Jake, you'll love this.
what it is.
I made Victoria watch Mike Allstott highlights like in like July. I couldn't decide what to watch on TV. She's like, "What are you going to watch?" I was like, "We're actually going to watch this. Come sit down
Yes.
right here."
Yep.
It was like, "This is peak football right here." And we watched a 10-minute Mike Allstott highlight tape.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know
dude,
what?
You're right.
She was
you did.
impressed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, duh. She's got eyes and a brain. Of course she was.
Hey, Huck.
You got
look,
good taste.
We got some hashtag Ask Hucks in the chat right now.
Okay.
All right.
okay,
Hashtag
okay.
Ask Huck. Who is your favorite LSU football player?
LSU football player.
Wit?
Of course, I like present or like
Of all
if he
time.
did.
All time.
Of all time. Okay. Derek Stingley.
Yep. Okay. Wow.
I also really like Wit. Though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad.
You're
All
not
right.
even in his top
Those
two.
highlights are a little too grainy for
Yeah,
old Huck.
I might be top 30.
He's like, "Wait, Dad, you played at LSU?"
Actually, top 5. Actually.
You actually often
okay.
tell me that I'm what do you tell me? The 9th best quarterback in LSU history?
No, actually, so voted. I looked it up. Voted. It said 3rd.
Okay.
Voted.
Voted.
And of all time 6th.
There we go. Boom.
Hey, you're in the top
That's right.
6.
But you're number 4 in my heart, Dad. All right, ask Huck. Gatorade or My High?
Huck.
Hydration, my high. Taste, Gatorade.
What are we doing? Bro. Dude, radio is not about being honest, dude.
Oh. He broke it down though. I love it. He's like,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be hydrated, my high butt.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Bro.
Be your own people, you know.
Wow.
Man.
Well, guess we gotta
I don't
close
know
up.
where you go from there.
Yeah. Guess we gotta close up shop now.
Okay, bro, chill.
Chill.
Ask Huck, what is your favorite family Thanksgiving tradition?
Do we even have any?
That's kind of a good question. We kind of do a little something different every year.
True.
We could get that ham though. Yeah, ham.
Man.
Tade
Matt,
or
yeah,
Yeah, we don't have.
donuts?
We're kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have any like actual things that we've done every single year that kind of stick out.
He didn't watch you yell at the Packers every Thanksgiving?
Huh?
He didn't watch you yell at the Packers every Thanksgiving?
That's true. We do yell at the Packers. We watch some football.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. After Thanksgiving, we got Elvis comes
Oh yeah, true.
or Elf. What?
I'm convinced it's the 26th. but
26. Yep.
I'm
Sure.
saying it's not before Thanksgiving. He's always came the 26th.
Yep. Right after.
Well, it's a late Thanksgiving.
That's a late Thanksgiving, little tradition.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, there's no coming back from that. I don't know that Huck's going to take over the family business as we're seeing in the chat here.
Well,
should it make it taste better.
Obviously, he's got some
Got some thoughts.
productive criticism.
He's got some
He's got
thoughts.
some thoughts. Huck's actually been a big part of the taste test committee on the last two flavors that came out. The berry early on, and then the Island Ice.
yeah.
We have a couple flavors that are approved by Huck.
Yeah.
Can we get the grape pushed along?
Do you like the grape? We've tried the grape at home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like it.
Must have been memorable.
Wow.
Must have been real good.
I've been trying to get the
Honestly-
grape Huck for like a year.
Honestly, I think Gatorade's overrated.
There we go.
There
There we go.
we go.
There we
It's
go.
not too
There we
good,
go.
not
There
too
we go.
bad.
There we go.
Not too
There we
good, not
go.
too bad.
There we go.
That's right.
There we go.
It's
Yeah, they're just
definitely-
basically
it's
just a flavor
overrated.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
overrated.
overrated. Doesn't
I
taste good
feel like
at
it
all.
has like
all the sugar.
less electrolytes.
No
than
electrolytes
water.
at
Sure.
all.
You
Terrible.
can make
Less
anything
than
taste
water.
good when it's got
All that
nothing
sugar
but
in there.
right.
Yeah, all that sugar.
All that red dye 40 it's got in it.
People
False
only buy because
advertising.
it's good. No one buys it for electrolytes.
That's
and if
right.
you do, you're
Right.
a bot.
That's right. That's right. All right, Huck. You're the man.
All right.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Coach Kim Mulkey joins us. Talk a little LSU hoops, and we'll do it right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com, the website for Pelican Roofing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground in both. Got offices set up and always doing big things in both local communities. I mean, they got a community tab on their website because they are always helping out Lafayette and Baton Rouge. And, of course, they're helping out by giving you the best roofing company in Louisiana. You can check out the 5-star reviews, over 500 of those 5-star reviews right there on the homepage of the website. So go check that out today. Get your estimate ready to go at PelicanRoof.com.
Yeah, and we all know that the internet can be the cruelest and meanest place on earth, but not to Pelican Roof. When you go, you check it out. You can check it out on the home site. Go to any site. You can see that Pelican Roof, they got the 5-star reviews from everybody. So go check out those customer reviews. Check out the gallery of work that they can do right there. If you have a project, if you need a new roof, go see the experts right there in Lafayette and Baton Rouge. For you, Louisiana, PelicanRoof.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Always our pleasure to welcome on our next guest. We look forward to it every single week. It is the head coach, LSU Hoops. Coach Kim Mulkey joins us now. Coach, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm living life, guys. I'm out walking in the beautiful sunshine here in St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands, and had breakfast with the team and hear roosters crowing in the background and don't have anything to do until 4:45. How are y'all?
Oh, Coach, that is incredible. When I was talking to you last night, I'm just sitting there thinking, like, man, I need to get on the basketball broadcast. I mean, I'm on the football broadcast. We're going to Norman, Oklahoma, and you're in the Virgin Islands. I think I did it the wrong way.
Well, look, you guys are used to winning, right?
Yep.
We don't have a head coach. Hell, I think you ought to call the athletic department and say, guys, y'all need to let us go with Mulkey on some of these trips instead of football, right?
Absolutely.
That we want to be around a winner. But look, sounds like lots hopping in Baton Rouge and trying to find a coach.
Yep.
And I don't ask questions. I just get posts from people because
Right.
I'm not on social media. So there's all kinds of rumors out there.
Coach, how crazy is that? Because, I mean, you've gone through where you've taken a job, or you take the LSU job. Like, how crazy are some of the rumors that are out there compared to, like, what actually happens when you take a new job?
Well, I think I've been very fortunate. I haven't had to live
Right.
out of a suitcase. Most coaches, fired and moved to the next job. When I left the places I've left, which are only two places, guys, it was my choice. And
Right.
so I know how blessed I've been. But what is funny is the things people make up to gain attention on social media.
Yep.
And they don't know anything. They just stir it up. But sometimes, from what I've been told, social media has kind of what's going on, but then they just really, make it sound better or worse or whatever than it really is.
I think we are all really, really ready for the rumor mill to stop and for something to happen because, well, just like you, we're kind of tired of just seeing all the opinions and all the people with quote-unquote insider knowledge out there. So hopefully we get some sort of solidification here pretty soon. But I guess we'll see. But let's make this about your Lady Tigers. And y'all are down in the Virgin Islands. You're in St. Thomas, like you said. So tell us kind of the schedule of traveling there to a place like that. It's a little different than just traveling to a normal away game. So you're going to the islands. Of course, I'm sure you give them some time to enjoy the sights, enjoy the scenery.
Well, Matt, it's interesting that you said that because we left Baton Rouge at 4:15 in the morning yesterday to get on a 6 o'clock flight to take us to Atlanta, from Atlanta to St. Thomas. So we get to the Baton Rouge airport yesterday. We load the plane. Everything's good. We close the doors. We leave the gate, and for 3 hours we sat on the runway. Because, the Atlanta airport shut down. They had a storm go in there, so it was everything was, you couldn't go in, couldn't go out. And we were getting close to whatever that rule is with the airlines now that you can't stay on a plane more than 3 hours. I think we were right at it, and all of a sudden we got clearance. But here's what I want to say. Delta Airlines was absolutely phenomenal. They held the plane for us in Atlanta because there were not only 50 of us, other planes and people that were getting on that only flight from Atlanta to the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. So, I mean, how accommodating is that? You don't hear of that nowadays, but they understood that many empty seats, we hold the plane. So I can't thank those guys enough. But we're going to do fun things. We'll do a catamaran. We'll do a lot of fun things, but we're here to win 2 ball games. And sometimes when you're in places like this, you lose your focus and you don't look good. But, everybody that's here has that same problem.
Yeah, and Coach, I mean, you've done this certainly in the past before. Like, you take these trips, and look, one of the things I love that you do is, like, your players, like, you're going to take them as close to home as possible as well. Y'all did that earlier this year. You've done that certainly throughout your time here at LSU. I love that. I think that's an awesome deal. If somebody's from North Louisiana, you go play up there. So, like, when you're scheduling a trip like this, though, kind of what goes into it? Like, what's the thought process, and how do you maybe choose which one you want to go to?
When you've been in it as long as I've been, there's nowhere I haven't been. So it's like maybe I don't need to be the one deciding on the great trip we need to take our team, because I did not realize, I've been here numerous times, guys, but I did not realize until I asked my team at the end of practice, how many of you have never been? all but one had never been here. So I was like, make sure you make a decision, not thinking about what you have done as a coach.
Right.
So we've done it all: Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, Hawaii, Maui, the whole bit. And there's only so many in November that are being hosted. So we will keep doing it. I think it's a learning opportunity. I think it gives all of us a chance to go places that we may not could afford or would never go, and our institution affords us that opportunity.
Well, Coach, you got this great opportunity this week, and then of course next week you looking forward to another opportunity against Duke, and it kind of got me thinking about you have this long stretch in between games right now. It got me thinking about like the comparison to game preparation for football, and I was just curious on how that compares to your game prep for your certainly for you, but for your players. Football is all about watching as much film as you can. Film. How much of that, of the studying film and your opponent, goes into before each and every game?
Well, y'all correct me. I'm trying to play football coach here and basketball coach. Y'all have 11, games plus the playoffs now. So you know what weekends your bye weekend. So you kind of know, and you think about it. How many games? Tell me how many games the national championship in football will have played, the national champions. How many will they have played if they, go all the way to the title? How many games is that?
I think 16, depending on if you got a bye in the playoffs or if you do
the
long road.
So say max 16, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? I would be screaming from the mountaintops if that was my season. I have to start in September, October, and if you go through the playoffs through April. So, I think back to the teams, my 40-0 teams, and we play a lot of games.
Right.
So in football, every one of your games is magnified because that's the only game you're thinking about that week. We may have 2 or 3 games in a week. So you have to make sure you don't get kids too high, too low. And in ours, we have a lot of weak games. I admit that. So I tell the kids, I'm not going to overemphasize this game, but it sure would be embarrassing if you lost this game. You guys have to really, really focus on that one game in football.
Right.
And then you flush it. And then you move on to the next game. And you have to do that, 16 times if you go all the way to the national championship. Ours is such a long season, so you have to keep them motivated. You have to think of creative ways, not only in the film room, but on the court, to mix in a little happiness and mix in a little fun and then jump them and get on them hard. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist, but that's a lot of what we do.
Yep. It's a great point. You're right. I mean, 16 games compared to 40-plus games is something completely different. And, the game after when you do get back stateside against Duke, it is an ACC-SEC challenge. And us football meatheads, like we are so like SEC, we want to prove that we're the very best. Like, is that the same way in every sport? Like you're prideful about the conference and you want to go out there and show like, hey, like week in and week out in the SEC, like we're playing against the best of the best?
I think so. I think, there are personal rivalries within our conference, but when we're not playing each other, you certainly want your conference to do good because it makes us all look good.
Yeah.
The ACC-SEC challenge, that, of course, is not selected who we play by us. That is, the women's administrator of each conference decides that based upon, I guess, preseason, what they think everybody will be. And at the time, Duke was a top 10 team.
Yep.
And they've struggled here this year, so by the time we play them, they won't even be ranked. So that was one of the ranked opponents in the non-conference that we were counting on. But that's okay. I'm not changing my philosophy on non-conference scheduling. I pick and choose when I want to make it a little bit harder and when I don't want to make it hard. No one knows their team better than their own coach. And I'm not into coaching because somebody out there or a fan out there or a media person out there thinks I should play a tougher non-conference. It's worked for me through the years. Give me a 2, 3, whatever seed. Hey, if we run the table, you get a 1 seed. So it's in our it's in our control somewhat, and we have been very successful doing it the way we want to do it.
No question about it, and we look forward to watching every single game. Certainly, with everything coming up, cannot wait to watch down there in the Virgin Islands, Duke when you get home, and all season long. Coach, you're the best. We truly appreciate your time. Enjoy a couple days there in the sun.
Guys, enjoy Thanksgiving with your families. I wouldn't know what that felt like, but one day,
we get it.
One day I will be able to say, "Oh, so this is what you do at Thanksgiving." We don't know anything about that holiday in basketball, but at Christmas time, I make sure we're all at home and understand the meaning of Christmas.
Yep.
Y'all have a good one.
You too, right, Coach Kim Mulkey, the absolute best. Good enough to join us every single week here on OTB. That's right.
She's right about it, man.
She's right, yeah.
Until I was like 30-something, it was like no Thanksgiving.
Oh, I had not. Yeah, it was like Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think, gosh, maybe retired probably, huh?
Yeah, it's after done
in
playing.
the NFL, we played a game on Christmas Day one time.
Yeah, there's multiple years where it was like I played on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day.
Oh, yeah, being Green Bay for sure, Thanksgiving, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But
that's a wild thing. She's been doing it a long time.
Oh,
it's like, I don't really know what Thanksgiving feels
what is
like.
That?
Yeah.
But Coach, if the broadcast team goes down, if they have maybe a little bit too much fun and they stay out in the sun a little bit too long, and maybe they got like a bad sunburn or something, and you need to tap in OTB, let us know. We'll be there on Friday.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! It was a give and go.
Oh, if you want like Jackie Moon references, we got you covered.
We got you.
I promise you. It's not going to be the best broadcast, but it'll be the most entertaining broadcast. I promise you that.
Mm-hmm. Good gosh, Mighty Joe Friday.
All right. We'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
You have issues. Dos Equis.
They don't have issues.
They don't have any issues. I actually think like tomorrow is maybe the best Dos Equis day. Mm-hmm. You're going to have a great meal, and you're going to have football for the rest of the day with no other responsibilities, right? I mean, feet up, watching some ball with some family and friends around. Go for Dos. Come on. I mean, it's right there. It makes all the sense in the world. You're going to have a utopic experience when you go for Dos on Thanksgiving.
That's right. It's you kick your feet up, and then look, we got so much football all weekend. We got Egg Bowl, we got Tigers, we got Saints, we got everything. So make sure it's a Dos Equis type of weekend. Make sure you get it today because store's probably closed tomorrow. So make sure you're getting your Dos Equis today. Get it in the fridge, get in the ice chest, get it ready for you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Go for Dos Equis.
Yeah. We all mine. Yeah. Come on. So living it up. To everybody that be living it up, we say.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
It's typical, everyday, one night thing. It's a physical. I'ma love you tonight, dang. Love calling your name, go jump on in the range and roll.
You can keep this up in the background.
It's just made me so happy.
As I tell them, because this song's a star, and there's a new star of downtown Baton Rouge coming, and that is Bally's Baton Rouge. Can't wait for y'all to see the brand new land-based casino and entertainment complex. 25,000 square feet of Vegas-style action. They got the Dining Depot, 5 unique restaurants ready to go. Cannot wait for y'all to see all the major upgrades they have done. I'm telling you, you're not going to recognize it. You are not going to recognize the old Bella Baton Rouge. It's got the DraftKings Sportsbook, like the biggest TV I've ever seen in my life. You got Pelicans, Penn Bowling. You got a 10-story hotel that's got 242 new rooms. Every room was renovated. Luxury suites, they got those. Hey, do they have one that overlooks Tiger Stadium?
Sure do.
Yeah.
It's got a shuffleboard table on it, too.
It does. It does. Did we partake? We did. And you should as well.
Wait. All that's in Baton Rouge?
It is.
Oh,
At Bally's.
Sounds like they got an upgrade.
They did. They got Beyonce. Follow at Bally's Baton Rouge on Facebook and Instagram for all the opening updates and grand opening events. We are so fired up to be working with them. Cannot wait to go play little games there at Bally's.
Oh, what a great comment.
Well, share with the class.
Huck is probably embarrassed as heck to see his pops chair jam out to Ja Rule.
He was also chair jamming out.
He was also chair jamming out.
This is a song.
This is an aux cord Flynn family staple, it feels like.
He got hype.
Yeah, he's going to hear this on the way to Florida.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no doubt about it.
No doubt. In between Mike Allstott videos.
If he doesn't watch Mike Allstott videos, that's on you.
He's going to watch. He's going to watch.
The A Train.
We need Huck in here during Christmas break.
Yeah, we'll get
And we
him
need
back.
to get like Memphis, Knox.
We'll get Memphis and
That's
Huck.
Mike Allstott,
Yeah.
right?
That's Mike
there.
Allstott there,
Yeah.
Huck.
Oh, because they're around the same
his younger
age,
sisters
right?
also want to come. It's it's going to become a thing.
Bring all 8 children.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we.
How many mics we got? It's going to be
Not
electric
we roll
radio.
deep. We do we have to have, since Huck and Memphis are close to the same age during Christmas break.
Yeah,
they got a lot of sports takes too.
Yeah.
We'll have both of them
Sports
in.
takes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Because my other boys are like, they're, that teenage age, and they're like, sleeping a little bit.
Yeah.
Not Jack. I mean, Jack's at football practice right now, but Memphis and Huck would be electric.
What was his take? You said he came on last year and said,
Or
somebody-
2 years ago, and they were like, who's the best quarterback in the NFL? And he gave an answer, probably Burrow. And then he's like, who's the worst quarterback? He was like, oh, the Jets quarterback, Zach Wilson. He's trash.
Was he wrong?
He was definitely right.
Nailed it.
Oh,
You could
man.
actually
I did-
say Jets quarterback pretty much
Yeah,
any
yeah.
year.
True.
Any year.
I did write down Huck's Super Bowl prediction. So if he gets it
If
right,
he gets it
the
right,
turnover chain.
He gets the turnover
Have
chain.
you seen the
That's-
turnover chain? Is he familiar
And
with
no,
it?
I don't think so. I'll have to show you
We
before
gotta
we
show
leave.
him.
We'll go to the office. I'll show you the turnover chain.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Y'all are
supposed to be
about to.
our office now.
Yeah, that's our last
Oh,
segment.
that's right. It's our office.
Our office, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolfpack shares an office there. We'll get the pictures hung up eventually.
So did I say
Gotta
it
bring
right
in the
yesterday?
old.
Our office is going to have pictures of my family in it, by the way.
That's fine. We
Did I
got
say it
pictures
right
of me and Matt
yesterday?
too.
Me office, Sue office.
Yeah, no, it's oficina.
Me, yeah, that's
Yep.
what I said.
You were
Me office.
Basically the same
Spanglishing
thing.
it,
Officina.
but it's fine.
Basically what he said.
True.
Basically.
All right, so Matt and Huck are going to leave us. They are headed to Florida. Hey,
Dude,
enjoy
happy
the trip.
Thanksgiving,
Happy
y'all. For
Thanksgiving.
real, for
Safe
real.
travels.
Enjoy it with
Hey,
family.
I think my high tastes better than Gatorade.
Yep, we all do.
DrinkMyHigh.com.
We all do.
Off the bench.
Huck's
All
laughing.
right, go to Rouses.com. Rouses.com. You can pick up My High at your local
Yeah.
Rouses. By the way, we gave you the website because we want you to find that location that is nearest you. We also want you to see the weekly specials they've got going on. They got incredible holiday sides. If you're watching this on YouTube, they've got the ham, they've got the turkey, they have got it all. They have got everything that you need to be the star of the show tomorrow at Thanksgiving. But go ahead, listen, go ahead. Make sure that you are planning in the right way. Get there today. Get everything that you need. And again, you can get it at every local Rouses. Check out the one that is nearest you at Rouses.com.
Yeah, they got what you need, and now is the time to do it. We all get it. Everybody's got a Thanksgiving schedule, closing hours, so make sure you're getting there today. Get everything that you need. Over-prepare, because it's best to be over-prepared. Get anything you want, and make sure you're doing it at a local grocery store. Go to your local Rouse's Market today.